Hello, my dear friends and learners and students. Right, I am here again back, just taking a very new topic, and this is very indispensable topic. Why? The topic which I am going to take in the third lecture. This is the third lecture in the consequence of the management accounting. As you know, that we are continuation in the continuing the lectures of management accounting. Why this topic? Actually, this is the base of all finance related subjects. The topic which I'm going to start, the concept of cost, right? And this topic is the basis of, it provides base to the financial accounting, it provides base to the cost accounting, it provides base to the financial management, right? To every finance related subject. So that's why it is very important and significant concept to understand. And on the other side, why it is important? Because it is not only studied in 11th or 12th class. This is the basis, because these finance related subjects are taught in every courses, like if you are pursuing BBA, if you are pursuing BCom, if you are pursuing MBA, MCom, whatever. But this topic is the base of all finance related subject. If you are not clear about this concept, then you will not be clear either that is cost accounting, that is management accounting, that is financial management, that is financial accounting, whatever it is. So this is very important topic which we are going to take today. So we will discuss first the concept, meaning, definition, whatever, right, of cost here. Then in the next lecture, then I will discuss the types and the classification of the cost, right? So let us take today, what is cost? Look, this is actually a phrase, what cost is or what is cost. So if you understand the term cost, so many of you, nobody of you will say that you are hearing this term cost for the first time. You might have gone this term, right? You might have across this term in all daily colloquial language many times. So this is not a very rare phrase. This is a very common phrase which we daily use in our colloquial or general language. So what is cost actually? But when I will make you understand here, then you will see there are a lot of misconception here. Many of you will say that the meaning of many of you were understanding the meaning of the cost, that was actually, but you were using wrongly. So let us begin it. What actually the cost is? Cost is actually cost actually indicates, let me begin from let me start from the very beginning, indicates the total dedicated investment. First, I am just making you understand the term macroscopically here. This sentence I have taken macroscopically, broader sense, because as a layman, first I want to make you understand. As a layman, you must understand what the meaning of the cost. As a layman, all right, बिल्कुल basic level पर. I'm not going to the level of the even 11th or 12th. I'm not going to that level कि आप 11th or 12th भी कर रहे हैं. मैं बिल्कुल बहुत ही basic level से start कर रहा हूँ कि cost is what? Cost actually is nothing. It indicates the total dedicated investment to start any business venture, to start any business, to start anything, right? Business venture, when I'm using this term business venture, so business is what? Anything which is keeping you busy. Any venture which is keeping you busy, that is a business at all, right? Now only it is restricted to the activity which is making you involved in earning money. That is called the business. All of you understand what is business. Business कोई भी वो चीज़ है जो हमें busy तो रखती है, but that for what we are busy, just for earning money. तो अब आप सोचिए कि any activity you think, any project you think about, any small little project you think about, that will definitely involve a cost. Nothing is free in this world. Listen, आपको लगता होगा कि आप फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे अभी मैं YouTube पर ही लेक्चर बना रहा हूँ, आई एम जस्ट डिलीवरिंग दिस लेक्चर ऑन द YouTube. So you might have thought that many of you think that you are watching just 2 or 3 minutes video either on Instagram or YouTube or any social, you think that it does not involve any cost. हमें ऐसा लगता है कि यार ये बहुत अच्छा एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिल गया है YouTube पर लेक्चर दो और अपना इट डज नॉट इन्वॉल्व एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ द कैपिटल. नहीं, it is a misconception. Whatever you start, when you will start, right, then you will see then how many investments are there still. So that is known as prelim expenses. So there are always prelim expenses in every business venture, चाहे वो कितना छोटे से छोटा हो. Even if you are going to just to start a tea stall on the road, अगर आप सोच रहे हैं कि बिल्कुल मुझे रोड पर एक टी स्टॉल छोटा सा एक कॉर्नर भी मिल जाए, तो that has definitely it is understood that has to involve a sort of the cost, right? तो कॉस्ट के बिना तो कुछ भी नहीं है. तो definitely each and every project, if you think even, चाहे वो either it is Instagram, either that is social networking sites, either that is YouTube, that has to involve a cost, right? चाहे कुछ भी हो, उसमें कुछ ना कुछ इनिशियल आपके एक्सपेंसेस होंगे. These initial expenses are known as the prelim expenses, and I am calling here in the broader sense prelim expenses as your cost. तो कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट, कोई भी बिजनेस वेंचर, कोई भी बिजनेस एंटरप्राइज, right, whatever small that is, that has to involve a cost. So this is a very broader sense. I made you understand the meaning of the cost, right? Now we are coming right to be specific gradually, right? Now let me define the term cost. As the book says, cost actually is nothing, is the total, cost is the total expenditure to, total expenditure, or you can say total expenditure, you can say to produce, but it will be more specific if I write total expenditure incurred to produce goods and services. Second thing I can say, second very understandable and very common thing, common definition I can tell you about the cost. Okay, how can we define the cost? Is the cost is what? Cost actually is the total expenditure, right, which have been incurred, incurred means hona, which have been incurred, or right, which have been occurred to produce goods and services. Why? Because look, goods here, why I have used the word term goods. Goods actually is the tangible, anything you are manufacturing, or it is some services, anything which is intangible. So either you are producing any tangible thing, that is known as the goods in economics, or either you are producing any intangible thing, that is known actually the service. So that has to involve a cost, that has to involve some expenditure. So and let me tell you, dear, I did not use the word expense. It is strictly to be used, the word used to be used here is expenditure, because expenditure word includes all type of expenses, because there are different type of the expenses, but expenditure is the broader term which includes all type of expenses. So that's why it is also necessary to use the word expenditure. If you will use the word expense here, so that will be the wrong definition of the cost, that will be the wrong connotation of the cost. So you have to restrict yourself to use the word expenditure here. So it is a total expenditure to be incurred to produce goods and services. This is the cost, and from whose point of view it is, this definition is given? Who says? This is accountant's point of view. This definition actually is given from the point of view of the accountant, or you can say from the point of view of the financial accounting, or from the point of view of the financial, from the point of view of accounting. अकाउंटेंट का जो व्यू है वो ये है, कॉस्ट को वो ऐसे डिफाइन करता है, वो इतना जानता है कि कॉस्ट वो चीज़ है कि जितने हमारे सारे एक्सपेंसेस किसी चीज़ को बनाने में हो. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ आई एम गोइंग टू मैन्युफैक्चर दिस मार्कर, तो वट एवर द एक्सपेंडिचर विल बी इनकर्ड टू प्रोड्यूस दिस मार्कर, दैट विल बी नोन एज माई कॉस्ट हियर. ओके, द अनदर कॉनोटेशन इज आल्सो देयर, जस्ट टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड, बिकॉज आई विल नॉट लीव एनीथिंग. देखिए, मेरी ये आदत है, इट इज़ माई हैबिट, राइट, कि I try to define the thing in all different ways. It is up to you how much, how you take it, which looks easier to you, वो आप ले लें, right? वो आप ले लें, वो आप pick up कर लें. इट इज़ अप टू यू। मेरा तो ये है कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं हर तरीके से आपके सामने चीज़ को प्रेजेंट करूँ और उसमें से जो चीज़ आपको अच्छी लगे उसमें से आप ले लो। तो द अनदर वे टू डिफाइन द कॉस्ट इज दैट कॉस्ट एक्चुअली इज द sacrifice of resources. अब देखिए now, it is a very different connotation here. This different concept here is cost is what? Cost is nothing. It is a sacrifice of resources. Cost is a sacrifice of resources now, right? Why you are sacrificing? Definitely it is a sacrifice. For example, if you are going to start any business venture, if you are going to start any manufacturing unit, so you have to first involve the cost, or first you will earn the profit. Definitely you have to involve the cost first. क्या ऐसा कोई बिजनेस है जो पहले आपको प्रॉफिट देगा बाद में आप उसकी कॉस्ट इनकर करेंगे? नो, नथिंग. इफ somebody promises, that is completely fake. ऐसे हैं बहुत सारे लोग जो आपको फेक प्रोमिसेस करते हैं. ऐसी बहुत सारी कंपनीज भी हैं इवन जो फेक प्रोमिसेस करती हैं कि पहले प्रॉफिट लो बाद में कॉस्ट होगा, राइट? ऐसा नहीं है, बट ऐसा होता ही नहीं. इट डज सेल्डम हैपन. इवन समबडी सम कंपनी इवन कमिट्स लाइक दिस. तो ऐसा इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. इट इज कॉमनली अंडरस्टूड दैट. तो you have to first incur the expenses. So when you are first incurring the expenses, it means you are going to take the risk. And when you are going to take the risk, it is known as you are sacrificing now. You are sacrificing of what? You are sacrificing of resources. Resources here means land, labor, capital. Actually, these are the primary factors of production which you always require in the manufacturing unit. Whenever you are going to start any manufacturing unit, definitely you will require these three. Without these three, because these are known as the primary factors of production, primary FOPs इनको हम बोलते हैं, primary factors of production. इनके बिना क्या possible है? आपको सोचो, क्या आप इनके बिना कोई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट बना सकते हो? इफ़ यू आर नॉट हैविंग लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग इज इंक्लूडेड इन दैट. अगर आपके पास कोई लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग नहीं है, कोई फैक्ट्री बिल्डिंग नहीं है, तो क्या आप कोई चीज़ मैन्युफैक्चर कर सकते हो? अगर आपके पास लेबर नहीं है तो क्या आप मैन्युफैक्चर कर सकते हो? अगर आपके पास कैपिटल नहीं तो आप क्या मैन्युफैक्चर कर सकते हो? तो दीज आर द थ्री प्राइमरी बेसिक factors of production which are required. In older times, it used to define the primary factors like man, material, machine. Previously, in the older time, the primary factors of production we used to define like this कि man, material, machine. तो क्या हम इनके बिना पॉसिबल है फैक्ट्री लगाना या कोई भी बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना? नो, it is not possible. So we are referring the resources like this. So when you will require that, definitely involve the cost, because the cost of land is what? Cost of land is what? Rent. Cost of labor is what? Wages. Cost of capital is what? Interest. भाई ये इनकी अपनी कॉस्ट होगी नहीं होगी? सपोज करो कि अगर आपके पास अपनी लैंड भी नहीं है, अपनी बिल्डिंग में नहीं है, तो यू हैव टू हायर इट. व्हेन यू हैव टू हायर इट, यू हैव टू गिव द रेंट. तो रेंट विल बिकम द कॉस्ट ऑफ लैंड. लेबर जब आप लोगे तो क्या आप उसे वेजेस नहीं दोगे? तो वेजेस विल बी द कॉस्ट ऑफ लेबर, राइट? जब आप कैपिटल बैंक से लोगे, हियर डज मीन आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू कि कोई भी बिजनेस जो स्टार्ट करा जाता है, इट इज ऑलवेज ट्राइड ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ द बिजनेसमैन दैट ही इज गोइंग टू रेज द फंड्स फ्रॉम द बैंक. तो जब आप बैंक से फंड्स लेंगे तो क्या बैंक उस पर इंटरेस्ट नहीं लेगा? तो कॉस्ट ऑफ द कैपिटल इज इंटरेस्ट, डेफिनेटली. तो वाई द क्वेश्चन इज अराइजिंग हियर कि वाई यू आर गोइंग टू रिस्क, वाई यू आर सैक्रिफाइसिंग नाउ, वाई गोइंग टू टेक द रिस्क नाउ? In lieu of future gains. In why every entrepreneur takes the risk, why every businessman takes the risk, why every businessman sacrifices the resources now? Because he is going to earn the profit. He is expecting that he will earn the profit in future. It is his expectation. Right? आपको पता होगा ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है. It is because assumptions are not always closer to the reality. ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं कि अगर मैंने एज्यूम करा, मैंने कोई बिजनेस स्टार्ट करा कि मुझे उसमें आगे प्रॉफिट होगा ही होगा, लॉसेज भी हो जाते हैं, बहुत सारे बिजनेस बंद भी हो जाते हैं, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ बिजनेस व्हिच कोलैप्सेस डाउन, देयर आर डिफरेंट इम्प्लीकेशंस आर देयर, वो अलग बात है। बट मैं मेरी अभी फिलहाल एजम्पशन क्या है कि मुझे हो सकता है फ्यूचर में प्रॉफिट हो, तो आज मैं ये रिस्क लूँगा। तो दिस इज व्हाट द कॉस्ट इज डिफाइंड, एंड हु डिफाइंस दिस इन दिस मैनर, द कॉस्ट, who define in this manner, that is whose point of view it is an economist point of view. An economist defines the cost the way I have right described it to you. Economist ऐसे बोलता है, accountant ऐसे बोलता है, जो accountant है उसका सीधा सीधा point of view ये है, economist का सीधा सीधा point ये है, वो ऐसे बोलता है। Now there is another connotation, there is another right, we can say the another inference, or you can say the another way we can define the cost is also there, and that is nothing, just the equation you have already studied, right? You have been taught by your teachers in your 5th or 6th class. What is that? Cost is equal to sales minus profit. Isn't that? Once you deduct the element of the profit, once you eliminate the element of the profit from the sales, it is always equal to the cost. So it does signify what? It does signify that the cost does not include any element of the profit and loss in itself. It is free of profit and the loss. If we have included the loss and the profit in, that is not actually the cost, that becomes the price. Or you can say, or cost is equal to price minus profit, isn't it? So sometime, as I have told you now, there are a lot of times that we use the wrong term and we do not know, we are not aware that we are using the wrong term. We are going to purchase anything from the market, right? For example, if I am going to purchase this market from the market and I am going to ask the stationer कि भैया इसकी cost क्या है? Brother, what is the cost of it? Generally it happens, it suddenly comes out from our mouth, but wrong, when I have become the student of now of management accounting or the cost accounting, so if I observe that I have raised a wrong question, I am asking that question because he does not know himself. I am asking him the cost, I am asking him the total expenditure which have been incurred to produce this marker, उसे भी नहीं पता. I will ask what? I will ask the price, because price includes the element of profit in itself. Once you have deducted the profit from the price, that becomes equal to the cost, isn't it? अगर आप देखें ना मार्केट में जो लिखा होता है MRP, MRP means what? Maximum retail price. So these are the chargeable price, maximum chargeable price a retailer, right, can fix on its product when it is going to sell it out in the market. These are the maximum, and this is decided by the government. गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड कर देती है कि आप इससे ज़्यादा इसका प्राइस नहीं रखेंगे, तो इट मीन्स ही इज चार्जिंग अ सॉर्ट ऑफ प्रॉफिट इन दैट. बट वंस दैट इज प्रॉफिट इज एलिमिनेटेड, दैट इज विल बी इक्वल एंड दैट विल बी ट्रीटेड, राइट. हिम फॉर एग्जांपल कोई चीज़ मेरे पास कोई गारमेंट्स या गारमेंट्स की मेरे पास शॉप है, आई एम परचेजिंग माई गुड्स और माई रॉ मटेरियल फ्रॉम दिल्ली. तो दिल्ली से जब मैं यहाँ ला रहा हूँ, सपोज दैट इज कॉस्टिंग मी ₹1 lakh, तो अगर मैं उसे 1 lakh में ही दे रहा हूँ विदाउट प्रॉफिट, तो दैट मीन्स आई एम सेलिंग इट एट कॉस्ट. बट व्हेन आई एम एडिंग सम प्रॉफिट इनटू दैट, दैट विल बी द प्राइस. तो आप जनरली सोचते हैं तो जो हमें मार्केट में चीज़ मिलती है, तो व्हेन हम वी आर गोइंग टू परचेज एनीथिंग फ्रॉम द मार्केट, वी शुड आस्क द प्राइस इंस्टेड आस्किंग द कॉस्ट, जो हमें वो जो उसको खुद नहीं मालूम जिससे हम पूछ रहे हैं. तो होता नहीं होता ये मिस्टेक. तो हम इसको ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं, कॉस्ट इज इक्वल टू प्राइस प्लस लॉस. ऐसा भी हो जाता है. अब आपको मैं बता दूं, ऐसा भी हो जाता है बहुत बार. सडनली कभी आप सोचेंगे ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है. बहुत समटाइम इट इज डेलिबरेटली डन. समटाइम मैनी कंपनीज, दोज हु कैन अफोर्ड selling their goods, right, at a loss, because if they are producing their other commodities, for example if you talk about the Reliance group, the Reliance is not only Reliance is not manufacturing only one product, Reliance is producing lot of products. तो अगर एक प्रोडक्ट को इसको मार्केट में ग्रिप बनानी है तो रिलायंस उस प्रोडक्ट को इनिशियली लॉस में बेच सकता है, नहीं बेच सकता है. तो रिलायंस इज अ वेरी बिग ग्रुप एंड ही कैन अफोर्ड सेलिंग इट ऑन इन द लॉस, एंड दिस इज नॉन एज एक्चुअली द डंपिंग. क्या जब हम मार्केट में अपनी ग्रिप बनाना चाहें, पेनिट्रेटिंग प्राइस पॉलिसी इसे हम बोलते हैं, तो ऐसा भी तो पॉसिबल है. अगर मैं लॉस में कोई चीज़ बेच रहा हूँ तो फिर मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, कॉस्ट जानने के लिए उसकी, कि उसको लॉस को ऐड करना पड़ेगा, और या अगर प्रॉफिट है तो प्रॉफिट को मुझे माइनस करना पड़ेगा. वंस आई डिडक्ट द प्रॉफिट फ्रॉम द प्राइस इट बिकम्स इक्वल टू द कॉस्ट. वन आई ऐड द लॉस फ्रॉम इन द प्राइस दैट विल इक्वल टू द cost. And whose point of view it is? It is the point of view of mathematician. So everybody has got his own opinion, right? You might have your got your own opinion कि आप पता नहीं आप किस तरह से डिफाइन कर सकते हैं कॉस्ट को. एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू मैनी टाइम, डू नॉट गेट स्क्रिप्ट डाउन. कभी भी आप कोई भी चीज़ पढ़ें तो सिर्फ कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर करने के लिए पढ़ें, उसको रटने के लिए मैं बार बार बोलता हूँ, डू नॉट क्रैम अप. हर चीज़ को क्लियर करने का ज़रूरी नहीं है कि इफ 7 और 8 पॉइंट्स आर गिवन इन द बुक से यू हैव टू राइट 7 और 8 पॉइंट्स इन द एग्जामिनेशन. आप उससे कम भी लिख सकते हैं, आप उससे ज़्यादा भी लिख सकते हैं, है ना. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो ये दिस इज द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ अकाउंटेंट. Accountant defines the cost like this. This is the point of view of economist. Economist defines the cost like this. And this is the point of view of who's mathematician. And this is a simple equation which we already have studied in our 6th or 7th class or 5th class in the chapter of profit and loss. क्या हमने प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस चैप्टर नहीं पढ़ा? क्या हमने नहीं पढ़ा ये सब चीज़ें वहाँ पर उसमें? तो ये वहाँ से हम सिंपल कॉस्ट का मीनिंग ड्राइव कर सकते हैं. एक्चुअली ड्राइव का मतलब हम उसको अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं, हम उसका एक कॉन्सेप्ट अपने आप से एक मीनिंग सेंस आउट कर सकते हैं. तो पहली चीज़ है कि सेंस आउट करना अपने आप को कि हम खुद से मीनिंग का क्या ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. बाद में आती हैं सारी चीज़ें कि बुक्स की डेफिनेशन ये हैं. देयर आर 1000 डेफिनेशंस आर गिवन ईच एंड एवरी बुक, राइट. So that is I'm not abiding all those definitions here. Just I'm here to make your concept clear, and I hope that in this video I have made the meaning of cost very much clear to you. I hope that you have understood well, and thanks for watching this video patiently. In next video I will discuss the types of the cost, right? So thank you and see you soon. Goodbye.